You might be wondering what I'm doing here.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. So, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was in 1996, my parents said, if you do good in school, we'll get you a Nintendo. And I didn't. But my sister did, so I got a Nintendo. She would march around and say, you have to ask me for permission to use my Nintendo. And we'd say, shut up or I'll kill you, bitch. And then we played Nintendo anyways. So I played Mario 64, one of the best games of all time. I still remember the music from it, actually. And you can beat the game like not even halfway through. Like technically you finish the game at 80 stars or something. And then when I finished high school, I was like, you know, I never finished. Like there's still stuff to do. You can collect all the red coins. You can throw the penguin off the cliff. There's just stuff to do. And then I went back and I just ran through the whole thing. And it took a long time to beat it 100%. But I only got the feeling of accomplishment after that part. Like when you first beat the game at 80 stars or whatever, it didn't hit. So that's a long way to say that I bought a car again while I was waiting for the crack for the 296. Like I've done hundreds of hours of development already on the 296 tune. I'm ready to rock. There's nothing else I can figure out until I can get into it. But this car has a Mercedes motor, has a Mercedes computer, but the code is different. And nobody in the world is proficient at this. This is me going back a level and collecting all the stars. So I have spent the last week, with all the knowledge that I have now, figuring out that there are limits in this ECU that no one has discovered. So I put a tune in this. I'm confident it's the most badass tune that's ever made for any modern Aston. And last night, I discovered something else. Conveniently, we're at Sportiva today. Other Matt is installing blow-off valves and drop-in filters. And then we're gonna test drive it. And then I want to test the tune that I just made. So maybe you will experience history. And I don't want to give away what this secret thing I found is, but if it works, it's a night and day difference. Now I bought the base 550. The 707 version has bigger turbos and a better transmission. And I watched a video where the 707 fucks up a Urus in a straight line. So if I can get this to do that, then I'm the fucking best. I don't know what to tell you. So they're gonna install this, and then we'll walk around and show you the car. And then the mods are just starting. We're gonna do downpipes, we're gonna lower it, they're gonna take a look at the lowering links, and I'm gonna make this badass. It's already a really cool color.
Yeah, this is sick.
In the sun, it really pops. I can't have something normal. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was dropped on my head or something, but it has to be. Like, you have to know, it's me from a mile away. Yeah. From the other side of the freeway, people are like, hey, saw you. The interior, subtle, like orange stitching, carbon tunnel, all Mercedes command stuff. So all the usual Aston Martin problems, they're like, we're not good at this. Let's just buy your stuff. German engineering, right? The steering wheel's a little bit boring. Yeah. So I'm gonna change that. I'll put some carbon and some orange stitching on that. Yeah. And then maybe get orange seat belts?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that, but
yeah.
that was the answer I needed.
Yeah.
I guess what's cool is
It's already PPS too?
just the front is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna actually pull it off and redo it. This is much bigger than the Macan. So I still have the Macan. Because I don't plan things correctly. The Macan's out front still. I listed it for sale, and I'll use the Macan sale money for mods.
Yeah.
So
it's already been spent, so might as well just transfer
it. What are you gonna do? Stay right there. Stay there and look at this. You don't know what's gonna happen, but you don't need to be back here. And it's messy. Did it just get sexy in here?
Can you drive like
It does have the ability to adjust, but not enough.
You do that with the front too, or just back?
That's just for the trunk, but
for, like,
there's
lifting?
a button that lowers it, and I can see it settle. But
So is that for like towing or loading or?
yeah, I guess I'm not gonna tow anything.
I didn't think so.
The gas mileage is dog shit, man. And I went out of my way to lean it out at part throttle, so I can get good gas mileage when I want. But as soon as you floor it, I mean, to move this tank, like, it makes a lot of power. 1,000 Newton meters, I'm guessing. It's probably 650 horse, 730 torque is my guess.
Is it all-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive.
Damn.
When I drive you in it, you'll be surprised. I went for a test drive. This is how fickle I am. I'm just like, maybe I should buy something, and then I do it. I went to test drive at Aston Newport, and there was a white one with brown interior, and I was like, this explains why I never looked at this car. It's like, people get specs like that. And we drove it, and I was like, this thing's like slow. It felt like it was 4 cylinders. For some reason, this felt fine. Maybe something was wrong with that one. But I was like, driving that, I was like, I'm not gonna buy it. But when I saw this in person, this color is just so flashy.
Oh, I love it.
So black wheels, just so you see the brake caliper more.
Yeah.
I don't really care about, nobody really concentrated on this. It's such a forgotten thing. So we have this Vantage here getting a motor and then getting a proper tune. I'm not sure why it needs a motor. It was before my involvement. And then Eric from Voodoo has a Vantage as well that we tuned. So the Vantage community, even though it's basically a Benz, anyone who can tune a Benz can tune a Vantage. But it's completely different code because Mercedes uses Mercedes code, Aston uses Aston code. So Aston's this M177 is like it's a newer generation of the same code that I saw in the V12s naturally aspirated, which is also the Superleggera that's V12 twin turbo. So there's all these little idiosyncrasies with each ECU. And what I found last night, I realized there's something shared between Benz, AMGs, GTS, C63, etc., and this. And the correlation between the two, literally just my nerd pattern recognition just found some like, wait a minute, if this looks like this here and this looks like this here, what happens if I, so we'll find out. It's also very possible the car just doesn't start. This is how you find out.
Just don't expect anything. And
yeah, I changed a lot. So I'm excited to do that, and probably while they're tinkering up there, it's probably time to just upload the tune. It's on my desktop waiting. So you can get a little snippet of that. I know in my heart, there is nobody in this industry doing it the same way. There's nobody putting in this time and effort, not just for lack of skill, but lack of desire. Like, I want to be good at the things that I do, and that's why I'm good at it. That's the answer. So whether you believe me or not is up to you. You're entitled to be wrong. I want you to do that because you have gloves. That heat shield's gonna suck. I had Steve burn his hand on it already, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, oh, that looks like it hurts. Okay, let me grab my laptop. See, it's not so hard, but you see, like, a lot of people will have this tool or something like it and then do what Matt's doing, and then they will email a different Matt. They'll email me or someone like me, usually in Europe or Belgium or some shit like this. Imagine how many DBXs or Ferraris or whatever are in these little bullshit European countries. They have 1 liter diesels. Like, I trust them to know how to do that. Trust me how to do this. This is what I do. Don't touch my shit.
It's his job.
But yeah, that's why there's so many tuners. So many tuners. And then you'll hear like tuners that are like a brand name. And I think that's the craziest thing. Because like, do you get your suit fitted by a brand name? Like you buy a Hugo Boss suit, but you get it fitted by your tailor. This is brain surgery. Do you not know your doctor's name when you go to the brain surgeon? Like, I want McDonald's brain surgery. Looks good to me. All right, do the last bit. I want you to have the feeling of accomplishment.
Stick it in there.
I'm not touching that one.
Your
Do I
voice
need to
say
screw it
Maddie.
in here or no?
No, you don't have to screw it.
Okay.
That was no pun intended.
What?
Okay. So now you see you have voltage, so you didn't fuck up completely. Hit identify, and then we'll know if you connected correctly or not.
Connect.
Failed.
Oh no. Alright.
Wrong microprocessor model selected.
Damage.
You had them next to each other. One's on top of the other.
Come on, Maddie.
103, 102, 101, 108, 107.
You got a double
I
mat.
should have paid attention.
I mean, it looked like
I know.
it was in the right place, but it was a cunt hair off. Okay.
Now it's okay, so we're gonna read the file first.
Yes, sir.
I remember you gave this to me on my car, and I was like so confused. Okay, that's not right. It's
Yeah,
on
you
F8.
have
need
to
change
name
that.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Connecting. I forgot I found this, but there is a programmed shift delay. I won't say specifically how much, but about half a second. And I was thinking that the difference between this and the 707, they say it's a wet clutch versus dry. So the 707 launches better. And then I was thinking if you just reduce that value, what happens? So I'm gonna try, and this is why also like I'm trying crazy stuff that I don't expect to work, but if it works, I mean cutting a quarter second of your shift down would significantly help acceleration. The other thing is I found, and this kind of goes together, I found a map that says on the sport display this much power. Now most people look at the sport display to say this is what my car does. It doesn't relate to anything. It's bullshit. Don't pay attention to it. But it has the code for it, and they've had the code since the old V12 Vanquish or whatever. It's just not using it. So I changed the value in the sport display, and it didn't pop up on my sport display. So just because it has the map for shift delay in the ECU doesn't mean it's using it. Same thing. So I'm gonna try it. But if the TCU has a shift delay, I'm sure that will supersede it. So the function, they kind of build these to do, it's a very versatile computer, but not everything that it's capable of is actually being used. So there's a lot of stuff that I played with that didn't result in power or a cool feature or whatever, but this is how we figure it out. There's a bunch of stuff for launch control as well in this. The 707 has launch control and this doesn't. I don't have control over activating it here, so it must be in the transmission. Because the transmissions are different, I don't know if I can add that. It would be cool if I could figure that out, because that would significantly reduce the 0 to 60 time. So this is how you figure things out. I mean, I guarantee you just the stuff that I figured out on this in the last week is far beyond any Aston tune that's on the market from anybody. I don't hesitate saying that because I looked. On my videos, sometimes when I reference Eric, they're like, who's Eric? What does he do? So on this car, what are you going to be doing?
Different heat exchangers, custom blow-off valves, fucking bigger front mount, roof-mounted turbos, 1500 wheel.
So we want to put packages together for the things that we do. We already did your Vantage.
Yeah. Well, now we're going to read it.
Listen, we do it.
So
I learned so much on this that I can apply on your Vantage.
of course. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. On these cars, factory CapEx are beautiful, factory valve control is amazing, just catless downpipes, your tune, bigger turbos, and 650, 700 wheel on pump gas.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
And you can make links for any car?
Any car.
Low rank links. You want to hear what it sounds like?
Yeah, open that bitch up.
transmission, I changed a bunch of torque limits. When you start changing torque modeling, sometimes the car's like, never mind, I can't do that. You know what's weird also, I've been looking for it, but like this car has VTEC like a motherfucker. At 6,000 RPM it finds a new, like fucking a new block. It's like, what the fuck? From 6 to 7, all of a sudden there's this big kick in the ass. I'm not sure what that's from.
I mean, probably not turbo lag because they're not massive.
I'm sure boost is tapering off towards redline, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do it. Look at cam timing. Cam timing in this is exactly like an AMG GTR. So like, helps tuning everything is that I can compare. And I'm like, how's this? How's that? Exactly the same. This runs more timing than a GTS, but less than a GTR, I believe. I'm not sure if I went too far with my changes.
This is fast.
Yeah, for a loaded
And,
tank.
yeah, we got 4 people in here too, and it's 5,000 plus.
As soon as this potential mass murderer fucks off, you guys are probably too young to know that reference. Postal workers used to come to work and fuck everybody up in the 90s. They used to come in and just light everybody up. Wow. Okay, this road sucks for exotic cars, but we're in an SUV.
Damn.
How does it feel back there?
Feels great, man.
Wow.
You can hear some turbo.
Yeah.
Turbos. Bushies.
Damn, this
Well, no limp mode.
this shit moves, Matty.
Kind of disappointed. For an SUV, this is quick.
Yeah, this is fast as fuck.
VTEC.
Yeah.
You felt it?
You get up top, it's like, all right, here's an extra.
It's so straight.
This thing moves.
And has good brakes.
It does stop well.
I don't think they're carbon ceramic.
I think it just needs an exhaust, and then that will change the feeling of the
Yeah,
car.
once you
Like,
can hear it.
noise.
Because the Urus, you hear everything.
No Urus that's like fast without downpipes.
That's
I don't know what the
crazy.
fuck that is.
And it's weird because it's only like 500 RPMs. It
Did you
just
see what happens in the map?
I looked everywhere. It doesn't make any sense to me.
What about the burbles?
There is like a big jump in
Horsepower?
timing, but I smoothed that out. So it used to be like from 20 degrees to 25, and I'm like, maybe that's what I'm feeling, but it's not, because I went from 24 to 25, and it's still, something happens there. I don't know what the fuck it is. But
Yeah,
it feels like if I raise the rev limit to $8 grand, like we'll have all this headroom.
Yeah, because it only happens for short
I think
times.
maybe it's that because it's all high RPM. I think it's maybe to keep boost into the next gear.
Yeah, but like I should be able to see what's doing that. Been pretty quick.
Damn.
Okay. Well, no limp mode.
Success. So now what?
So we test drove it. It feels amazing. But dyno says 100 horse. I mean, you're still moving a tank, so I don't know how fast it is in the real world. I'd love to race a Urus if you know someone. I mean, I know so many people, I'll just call it someone. So the interesting thing is, any modern turbocharged car, they choose the turbo size and stuff for low end. They don't want lag, right? So you'll see the dyno graph, the cars always taper off and get asthmatic at the top, especially on 91. And this car pulls the hardest at the top, which is bananas. I don't understand how or why. And I feel like it needs, I mean, it's a big heavy car, you want torque. Very, very sensitive throttle compared to the Macan. I spent most of my time tuning the Macan was figuring out throttle response because it's dog shit. It's like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
It's like, now we're going.
Yeah, and the harder you press it, the longer that lag is. It's dangerous, frankly. How they made the throttle maps in Volkswagen Audi cars from like 2020 up is irresponsible, I would say. So I can greatly fix that. It's still just the potential of the motor. I was getting 400 miles per tank in the Macan, and that was so nice to not be at the gas station all the time. I'll be lucky if I get 250 in this. 1,000 pounds heavier, double the power. And what's really neat is the top end. So like, if you're racing someone, yeah, no,
Way
it's
bigger
different.
difference.
Like I said, it's VTEC. It feels like VTEC. Power wise, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense tune wise. I'm happy with how this feels. I think that the Aston Market has not been given the love it deserves. So now someone who gives a shit and is not stupid tried. So you got a Vantage, a Superleggera, or a DBX. I'll let you do it.